Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
Hey, so thanks again for taking the time to learn more about what we've accomplished. Over the past year, I've ran this brand with me and my partner, Jacob. And a little bit more on my background, I started media buying and running my own e-commerce brand since I was 16 in high school. When I turned 17, I ended up having a successful jewelry e-commerce brand and that I was doing the media buying and everything for. So I learned the in and outs of e-commerce by the age of 17. And then I had a mentor/partner on one of those sites, and we ended up selling it later that year. But fast forward a few years later, I'm 20 now. I'm running this brand with my partner, Jacob. And over the past year, we saw phenomenal growth. We actually started the brand late in the year around August. And within the first 90 days, we surpassed $1 million in revenue. And margins right then were really healthy, primarily because we were going into Q4 with a brand new product. And eventually, after the following year, we continued on, the growth of the brand. Right now, it's at over 2.4 million in revenue with decent profit margins. During, the early stages and the quick ramp up of the business, we were facing lots of manufacturing issues. Actually, during November, we had 2 manufacturers at one point producing our biggest selling SKU just to be able to hold up with demand for inventory. After we figured that whole issue out, we continued scaling. Going into next year, we developed our own custom version that we have exclusive manufacturing agreements and supplier agreements with. That, we're kind of focused on that product now, and we've managed to do over a couple 100,000 in revenue with a few new SKUs. 2024, we have currently over 6 SKUs on the websites, and we also have additional lines of products. We're kind of expanding this year, taking on that quick ramp of growth, and that quick growth, we're kind of establishing ourselves as a brand now. Although we were from the beginning, we're kind of developing out more products and focusing on more long-term growth for the brand. And this business in particular right now, we're still projected to continue to grow. We're launching new TikTok shop channels and have a whole lot of new exciting things that we want to talk to the new buyer about.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
It's a good question. One of the main reasons why me and my partner are kind of exploring selling the business is mainly the structure of the partnership. With it being that we have 2 different owners. Jacob primarily has an operational background in e-commerce, and I'm primarily focused on purely marketing and pushing our marketing on new channels and focusing on the growth of the business. While it's been beneficial in how we run our e-commerce brands, at times it also brings challenges when it comes to decision making and kind of managing the business effectively. Having 2 different approaches or ideas to the business can kind of conflict and cause friction. And also when, we're kind of seeing the direction and the growth of the company, we just believe that transitioning the ownership to someone who would be able to take full control would be able to help the business reach its next level without kind of issues with partnership.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
To keep the business kind of running smoothly, we divided the responsibilities based on each partner's strengths. My partner, Jacob, handles the back end finances, oversees kind of general operations in our kind of working closely with our logistics teams, manufacturers to ensure we have inventory, orders are fulfilled on time. And with me on the marketing side, I collaborate more with contractors, influencers. I work closely with our editing team that we've built out. So we kind of get influencers and raw content into a Dropbox that then gets edited. And then we have someone launching our ads when the content is finalized and approved. And then other day-to-day tasks, generally operations and logistics is the day-to-day tasks that come with it are streamlined by our VAs who kind of oversee our emails that also are in our logistics chat and help with any order related issues to help keep everything running smoothly.
So, if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
Right now, TikTok Shop is huge. We've already seen a little bit of success on TikTok Shop. I think as soon as we implement a little bit of advertising, PPC behind it, that our listing is going to take off. We're currently actively already on TikTok Shop with everything listed, and we're already getting affiliates out for that. But continued focus on our Shopify store and kind of new products would be the primary driver for continued growth with our brand. We have a set niche of products already that have shown great growth, and I think continued focus on that and dialing it down would be just primary way to grow it.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
I guess the risk with any e-commerce business would primarily be competition and or, the primary SKU dying down. But with us, we already plan way ahead of that. I mean, we're only a year into this brand. We've sold over 70,000 of our main SKU. We've already have thousands of orders on our secondary SKUs that we launched only a couple months ago. But more so, the risk would be that if it was one product orientated, I guess I would say the focus on marketing channels. Does it have multiple marketing channels? In our case, we do. The most risk, I think, would just be focus on new products and kind of see what the competitors in the market's selling and kind of be on top of new product development, really.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
So me and my partner, Jacob, are the primary owners. We did work closely with our close friend, Kainoa. He's familiar in e-commerce. We initially launched ads. The ads that we created were created by us in-house with our buddy Kainoa and his girlfriend. And Kainoa has been around the business and has created content for us ever since we launched. And we're willing to kind of all offer support. Kainoa is willing to stay, as a contractor within the business as for content in general. He has a girlfriend. They always, did the clips and organic content for us. So he's been a big help. And me and my partner, Jacob, are willing to offer whatever media buying help that we can in order to continue the success of the business for the new buyers. So we're willing to offer, over 90 days, so 3 months in support to transition this business to new buyers in whatever way we can help. We're willing to offer.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earnout agreement?
With this business, we're really confident in our product and kind of what we developed. So we would be open to some sort of earnout since it is a partnership, as long as the sort of upfront amount is something that would work for both me and my partner, then the earnout shouldn't be an issue. We believe in the continued growth of the business, and we'd love to continue helping the new owner on this.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
I think the business is worth buying because I built it. I mean, no, we started it with, just me and my buddy Jacob and kind of everything in-house. We created our content in-house. We did everything in-house, media buying in-house. This was sort of our baby for the last year. I mean, the growth just being exponential kind of proves my point with that, I guess. And in the shoes of the buyer, we're really confident in our product. I mean, we have developed out our own SKU that's now our top selling SKU and other SKUs that are still working. And we've developed out new product. We kind of envisioned the sale of the business in the eyes of the new buyer already, in kind of developing out more products, proving success on other products, proving success on multiple marketing channels. We're now on TikTok Shop, getting sales and orders on that. We have exclusive manufacturing agreements. So you have safe and peace of mind kind of with our product and what we developed, knowing that, you're not going to have competitors selling this. You can develop out new products with our manufacturers. And I mean, why is a business worth buying? I mean, the growth in the last year that we've had with just me and my partner, Jacob, we're kind of wanting to see if a new buyer or kind of a new operation team in place would help continue the growth that we set on with this business already. And the product is still so early and so young, but with what we've proved so far with revenues, I think should speak for itself and more peace of mind for the buyer. I mean, we're trademark pending for our name Riz Souls. We're actively taking down listings, anyone using the name Riz Souls. So, I mean, our brand name and everything is important to us. And we ensured that our customers are happy and that we delivered a good product throughout owning this brand. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.